everyone, my name is Julie Zorn. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. I'm actually sitting outside for my video for all of you. And I thought I'd bring you into my real community so you can see what it looks like where I live. But aside from that, I wanted to talk to you all and start with the Pew Study. The Pew Study, I've read it before, and I don't know about you guys, but I find it to be a very dry, boring read. And, you know, I think it's important to take what the Pew Study says with importance, except that I will say that it drives me nuts a little bit because the one thing that the Pew Study doesn't cover are all the other religions in our country. And so is this issue of disengagement, is this issue just with Judaism, or is it with all religions across the board? And that's something that it doesn't mention and we don't know. And so I kind of would guess that there is a disengagement with everybody and possibly with religion in general. But I can only speculate. Anyhow, as far as the other articles that we read this week, I really enjoyed reading it. Ron Clark, with his attitude of quit your griping, here's my advice, now take it. You know, when I first read it, kind of like Aaron, I just felt, I loved it. I was like, wow, I understand this guy completely. But then when I read the other article by Aguilar, I was thinking that he was clueless. I said this in my comments on the board. He, you know, are we not taking into consideration the caring that we need to show these families? So I want to talk to you guys about something that happened recently. One thing, I work at the Tucson JCC, and we haven't had a lot of family engagement programs at the JCC until the last couple years. And so this year, as their Jewish culture specialist, I've created something called the Cups and Candles series. And it's a series of 6 Shabbat events throughout the year that are primarily for social activity and just getting our families involved. And we just had our first of the 6 events this past Friday night. It was called Teshuvah and Tapas. And I worked really hard on this event. We had beeswax candle making and talked about honeybees and how they make the wax. And we did tashlich in our fountain, which is outside of the JCC. And we had a potluck and we did the Shabbat blessings and sang songs with our guitars. And it was great. But the issue was a couple days prior to the event, nobody was signed up. And so I spoke with my supervisor about it, and we made these little note cards with all the Rosh Hashanah holiday events at the J coming up. We attached them to honey sticks, and I passed them out to all the people as they walked through the front of our JCC. And then, still 2 days prior, I think we had 2 families signed up, and that's it. And so that evening, I made a special flyer for the event. I made 60 copies. And I went outside to the front of our JCC so I could catch everybody. And I stood in the front of the building. And rather than just pass out the flyer, I actually stopped every single family that came in or exited. And I spoke with them. And I had a conversation with each one of them and explained what the Cups and Candles series was. And I told them how it's our wish to really get our families together in a social environment, to really get to know each other, and how important that is to us, and how we're really trying to create this and we need their help. And that day, the day of the event, 5 families signed up. But then when it came down to it, I don't know how many families it equaled to it, but 50 people attended our event. And I really equated the success of it with the fact that I had these informal conversations with all of these people. I took that extra step and that extra effort. People need to feel engaged, and that's really what I concluded from all of it. And it really took a lot of work to do it. And it's going to continue to take a lot of work to do it. But, you know, it's just like those the Jewish Code of Ethics from NAYEC. And, you know, we have a responsibility to our community. We have a responsibility to our families, and in addition to the children. And I think that these extra efforts are the only way that we're going to be successful all around. So that's where I'm at. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm really enjoying the class, and really thank you all so much for your great input on the board, because I really highly value everybody's. It's really just a joy to read what everybody has to say, and I'm learning so much. So thank you all so much, and have a great week. Bye.